The Duke's ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cavaliers offense will have first crack at this one. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on him. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out fast. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Duke's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Cavaliers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northern Illinois delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in the college. Thing is, this sucker was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the MAC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Dukes are in the hurry up. Defense in press coverage. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those 2 guys able to link up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what...
Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Dukes are on the move.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the single back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this team.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be third and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Firing deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Dukes will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch near the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give on the option. And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Under fire. Got the back over the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A judge. A few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Dukes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. The give from the gun. Runs through a tackle.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Dukes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Picks up the 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Dukes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Safe completion on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick release by the QB. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted deep in his own end. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown ball.
There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Trying to get the corner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Smashes ahead. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Thanks to grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a third and long. They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Running through contact. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Finds his target down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for space. It's Maddox. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This is a design run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat you.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. The Dukes moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On the run, it's Maddox. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. From midfield, looking for room. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. He leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going vertical.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the 1st. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Duke's getting set on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Maddox. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. On to attempt the try.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between the Red Hawks of Miami and Cincinnati. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Dukes want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds space on the right. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
Rides to back and leaves it.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Going to let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
James Madison, 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The run to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fires left. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and